Today we are learning about line graphs. Please copy the standard benchmark indicator on a clean page in your math notebook. The student will collect, organize, and display a set of numerical data in a variety of forms using line graphs to draw conclusions and make predictions. How to make a line graph. Step 1. Put the data into a table so that each set of data has two values. So step 1 over on the right, we have months passed and the weight lifted. Step 2, choose what to plot on the horizontal axis, that's going across from left to right, and what to plot on the vertical axis, going up and down. Choose the starting point and ending point for each axis. The starting and ending points must include the smallest and largest data values. Choose an interval for each axis and label and number the axes. So if we look at step 2, across the bottom, they put the months past. They numbered from 0 to 6 there, and I've labeled it months past. On the vertical axis, going up and down, we have numbered from 0 to 160, and they've gone up by 20. And then they've told us it's weight lifted, and they told us it's in pounds. And then step 3, graph the data using the coordinates for each set of data as a point. Draw lines to connect the points. You should use a ruler when you're drawing the lines to help keep them straight. So for 1, they went up and they put it at 70 pounds. Then we have 2 and 3 months at 100, 4 is at 120, and 5 is at 140. And they've connected them with nice straight lines. Finally, step 4, title your graph. And up here they gave it the title Dave's Weightlifting. Make a line graph of the data. Since the data for the x-axis are from 0 to 5, the scale can go from what? So we will definitely start with 0, and if we look at our graph here, we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. So we're going to go ahead and number from 0 to 8 across the bottom for the weeks. And then we're going to label it weeks at the bottom. Then, since the data for the y-axis are from 20 to 45, we need to decide what the scale can go for. It's going to start at 0, and we know we need to get at least to 45. So if we count, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. Now if we counted by 5s, we're going to run out of space. We're only going to get to 40. So we're going to count by 10s. And then we need to look at our data, and we know that's number of donors. So we need to label that along the vertical axis. Now we're ready to plot our data. So for week 1, we have 20. So we're going to go over to 1, go up to 20, and put a dot where those two lines cross. Then for number 2, we also see it's 20, so we're going to do the same thing. Then for 3, we go up to 30. Then 4, we're going to go up to 35, so we're going to put that halfway between the 30 and 40 lines. And then for week 5, we go up to 45, so that'll be halfway between 40 and 50. So now we're going to connect our data using straight lines. All right, so nice straight lines there to connect the dots. For you, it would be helpful to use a ruler or a straight edge to help you keep the lines straight. We're not going to connect to 0 because we don't have any data that says it started at 0. So we just start with the week 1 that we have. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to add a title. So it's titled Blood Drive, and we've got donors. So we're going to do Blood Drive Donors as our title. So make sure you have everything copied down and the graph completely drawn, and then glue this page in your math notebook.